In this video, I will be teaching you how to make this beautiful trouser you just see on the screen. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Bliss Kosho here. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. Please hit on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Also turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you get to see the video. And at the end of this video, and you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and share to your loved ones. Alright guys, without wasting of time, let's get started. Welcome back guys. So here are the materials I will be working with. Here is the fabric that I will be working with. Here are my rulers, the curve and the straight ruler, my chalk and my scissors. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is to just open up my fabric. So guys, the amount of fabric that we need to cut out is by dividing your hip measurement by 4, then add some inches to it. Like I divide my hip measurement by 4 and I add about 8 inches to it, right? So I'm just going to cut it. So guys, after cutting, I'm just going to mark a straight line at the top like this, and that will be my uh, my waistline. So from that line, I'm going to mark minus 2 inches from my band. So the first line I'm going to mark the full length. Okay, the full length. Sorry that the camera did not catch up that. So I'm just going to mark my full length, and the full length I'm working with is 42. So I'm just going to mark my full length, then I'm still going to roll it up. Sorry, I did not know the camera did not catch up that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just marking my full length minus it, my band. So I'm using band of 2 inches. Then I'm just going to minus it and I will mark my full length. So from then I'm just going to, still maintaining the 2 inches, I'm going to mark my cross extension, my cross line. The cross line, I divided my hip divided by 4 and I added 2.5 inches to it. Okay. So guys, I will still come to this side and mark the seam so that I will have a straight line. You can see I am removing my 2 inches for band. Then I'm just going to take it as a straight line, just the way you see me doing now. Then guys, after that, the next thing we are going to take is to take our hip measurement. I'm taking hip measurement divide by 4, that is 10 inches. So I'm going to add extra 5 inches to it. But if you don't want it so big, you can add 3 inches or 4 inches to yours. But for the case of this tutorial, I'm using 5 inches. So then I'm come to this cross line and I will repeat the same thing. Divide my hip measurement by 4, then I will add also 5 inches to whatsoever I have. Then after that, I'm just going to take it as a straight line, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after taking it as a straight line like this, we need to do the cross extension. So whatsoever we have as hip divided by 4, we are going to divide what we have by 4 again. Like 10 divided by 4 again, alright? Hope you understand. So after dividing my 10 by 4 again, I have 2.5. Then I'm just going to mark my 2.5 like this. And from this cross line, I'm coming up by 2 inches. Then I'm just going to give it a curve like this. So guys, after that now, I'm just going to highlight it very well, and that is it. So whatsoever we have here, I'm just going to take a measurement here. Whatsoever we have here, I will take it to the down. So we have about 18.5. But in your own case, you can remove from this very part here. You can remove 2 inches from yours. But for my case, I just impute my 18.5. Okay. I just impute my 18.5 here, but you can remove, you can deduct if you don't want the down part so full. You can deduct from 8, you can remove like 2 inches from 8 and you connect your lines just the way you see me doing like this. Like I said before, if you don't want the down part to be full, you can as well remove from the measurement, like 2 inches from the measurement. Then you slant it, okay? So guys, after taking my straight line like this, the next thing we are going to do now is to come to this upper part here. So guys, we are going to come down by half an inch. Oh sorry, here's an error. We're going to come down by half an inch at this part here. Then we are going to slant it to the waist, okay? just slant it to the way, just the way I am doing it, okay? Because this is a female pant, and usually a female pant does not is kind of slope at the front, okay? So we are true for the draping of the front, so we go ahead to cut it out. So guys, after cutting, we are not going to cut the slanty part yet, because we will use this to cut the back first before cutting out the slanting part. So now we are just going to open up the side like this. So guys, that is it for the drafting of the front. So we are going to get another fabric on fold. So guys, this is another fabric on fold, and in this case we have it bigger than the front. So now what I'm going to do is just to place the front on top of this fabric here, and ensure that the top we have is about 2 inches higher than the front, okay? So hope you are seeing what I am doing on the screen. So you can see I gave it about 2 inches down. So guys, I'm trying to arrange it so that it will be properly stay, okay, so that I will not have any kind of error like excess. So I'm trying to arrange the fabric well, okay. So after that now guys, I'm just going to take the line here, which is the front starting line. So I'm just going to come to the cross line like this, and I'm just going to extend it like this, okay. So guys, after extending, the next thing we are going to do now is to come to the upper part, like we will come to the upper part here, which is the waist part, okay. So from this waist part, I'm coming up by 1.5 inches. So after coming up by 1.5 inches, then I'm just going to slant it to the side, okay, because the reason why we are doing this part here is because of the bunt. So because the bubble is kind of big at the back than the front, right? So that is the reason why you need to create a room to accommodate the bumble very well, okay. So that is the reason why they extend the back for this crush part. So from this part here now, I'm going to just give it a straight line like this. So from this part, I'm just going to mark 2 inches. So let's come to the cross part. I will mark 2 inches here at the cross part. I'm just going to mark two inches all round, okay. So that will be the allowance, and for is for the back, because normally the back is kind of bigger than the front. So from this upper part, I'm just going to maintain my 1.5 at the allowance. So I'm just going to slant it this way. So I'm just trying to make it a slant. So from there, I'm just going to connect the lines. Then from that part, I'm just going to use my French curve like to connect it, like give it that curving shape, okay. So I will still maintain the 2 inches from this part to the down, okay. Just maintain the 2 inches down, okay. So this is what I'm just trying to do. So guys, after taking my 2 inches, then the next step is to connect all the lines together. Just connect all the lines together. So guys, after connecting, I'm just going to connect. After connecting, I'm just going to cut it out according to the lines. So guys, after cutting, I'm just going to slant the upper part like this for the back. So guys, for this particular short, for this particular pants, I will not be adding pocket, but you are free to add pocket to yours if you want. So for the side, I'm just going to slant it open like this. And that is it for the back. So guys, now we are going to bring out the front, and like I said before, we are going to slant the front because we didn't slant it because of the back. Now we are through with the back, then we are just going to slant the front like this, okay? And that is it for the front. So we are through with the cutting of this pants, so let's do the sewing. So the first we are going to do for the sewing is just to place the front right side facing right side. Then we are just going to take it to our sewing machine and stitch half an inch on it like this. So guys, we've stitched it and also did the same thing to the back. We place the back right side into the right side and we stitch also. So now the next thing we're going to do is just to open up the back, the front, and also open up the back, making sure that the right side facing right side, and we stitch about half an inch on both sides, okay? 1 inch, sorry, I'm using 1 inch on both side of the side. So guys, we are through stitching and this is what it looks like. So guys, the next thing we are going to do is to place the two crush extension, which is the part that is sewed, okay, which is the crush. Ensure that the two meet each other and use about 1 inch to stitch it down from the extension down to the full length of this trouser. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So guys, we are through stitching. The next step is to come to the hem part and you fold the 2 inches allowance you give, because I added 2 inches allowance. Just fold it and you stitch on it. So guys, here it is. I've stitched on it and I give it a very good press. So this is how it looks like, looking very pretty. So that is it guys. So the next thing we are going to do is for the band, okay? So I'm just going to take the measurement round the waist, okay? I'm just taking my measurements round the waist to know how many inches I have. So you can see me taking my measurements, okay? So I'm just taking my measurement. So after taking the round measurement, so I cut out the same length, okay, like the length, the longness. I cut it out for the band. So you can see I cut it out for the band. The same measurement I take round the waist. This is exactly what I cut, and I added 1 inches for seam allowance, okay? So that is it. For the wideness, which is for the width of, or I mean for the length, I cut at 2.5 inches. Remember we deducted 2 inches. I added half an inch for seam allowance. And for my um sorry, what is this called? For my elastic band, I deducted some inches from my actual waistline, okay? I deducted for some inches from my waist because I use my waist measurement to cut out the band. So I deducted about 2 inches from my actual waist measurement. That is right, guys. So the next we are going to do is to bring as in sew the space that we need for our drawstring. So from the down I marked I create some space. Okay, I create some space like this, and I'm going to stitch it this way. Okay, so after stitching, you can see this part, like I I divided it into two. I mark what I have, I divide into two. So from that half, I come down by 0.75. I leave about 1 inches for the space for my drawstring, and I sew the remaining parts. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to sew the part out that I shocked. So I'm leaving that space there. So guys, you can see I've stitched it, and this is how it looks like. You can see the hole inside. Okay, I've stitched it. Now the next thing we are going to do is just to fist it, like we are going to place it. Remember that the part that there is hole, it will be at the front, okay, and it will be right side facing right side, which is the whole part will be the right side of the band. So it will face the right side of the trouser, which is of the fabric. Then just take it all around by sewing. So guys, you can see I've sewed it, and you can see the hole inside. So I'm going to use that hole to pass through my elastic. So before I will pass through it, I'm going to use this pin to, with the help of this pin, I will use it to just pass through, and that is how I'm going to pass it through all around. So guys, after passing it and bust at this way, so I'm just going to stitch it 3 times, and that is it for the tutorial. So guys, I've went ahead to put the rope through off camera, and this is the final look of this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also like, share and comment. Thank you so much. Bye. See you in my next one.